You could just
This is
give
the
it to
most
one of these
important
people
part
here,
of the
they'll be
night.
able to find me.
And what happens is, if your phone rings or you're talking to your neighbor during this, the person sitting in front of you is going to hear you, not me, and they're going to miss the one reason they came here tonight. So let's be fair with everybody and mute your phones. If you have a phone, put it on vibrate or mute for me. And just stay with me on this. I'll be quick, but I want to be thorough. Because if we make a mistake tonight and you miss the necessary information to make an informed business decision, and you opt not to do this because I didn't get my job done, and then you find out later you could have been making $100,000 to $100,000 to $1 million a year the rest of your life, wouldn't that be a tragedy? Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
First rule is we have rules. Okay? Rule number one is I ask a lot of questions. You have to answer. We don't have to agree. When I say yes or no, you get to choose yes or no. But I'd like you to answer so that I know where you're at, and I can kind of know where to emphasize and when to move on. Is that fair? Yes or no?
Yes.
You said that like a bunch of third graders.
Yes.
What I know about business is if you're excited about it, it works better than if you're not. And in order to be excited, you have to first act excited or sound excited. So I'm going to ask you guys to give back at least 10% of what we're giving you tonight, and that is that okay, yes or no?
Yes!
Now we're tracking. All right, so the first thing we want to talk about tonight is what's in it for you? What do we do first? How do I figure all this stuff out? It seems a little bit complicated. I remember all those thoughts running through my mind, so I made myself a few notes to stay on track. The first and most important thing of being a 3 is to get started right away, because if you don't use it, you lose it. And the rule is 3 days. 72 hours from the time that you heard a new idea or a good idea. If you didn't start doing something with it, in 72 hours you forget about it, you move on down the road in your life and just get lost in life. Okay? So if you don't use it, you lose it. We got 3 days to get that done. Which means this, we need to get started this week, right or right?
Right.
All right. So how do I get started? Do we have the GST forms? Do we have the GST forms? Can you pass those out, please? And I need one too. We're handing you a form called Getting Started Training. The Getting Started Training form is available on the internet. All the forms that you got tonight are available on the internet on our website. This is under GST for Getting Started Training. I realize this is highly technical stuff here, but try to stay with me. GST means Getting Started Training. You got that? Yes?
Yes.
All right. The GST form, and when you get this, just keep it on top of your notepad. We're going to fill it in as we go tonight. The first 2 things we're going to fill in is what is your 90-day goal? In other words, what do I want to accomplish on my first 90 days on the product? So it's a physical goal. I want to lose 10 pounds, I want to lose 20 pounds, I want to lose 30 pounds, I want to get in shape, I want to run a 5K, I want to do 100 push-ups, I want to do 100 sit-ups, I want to kickbox, I want to skydive, whatever it is you want to accomplish, the reason for doing this, that's your first 90-day goal. When you get your form, right underneath where it says set your goals in big 2040 font, whatever that is, right below it says my 90-day challenge goal is, write that goal in there because we're going to come back to that in a few minutes. The second thing we're going to want to do tonight is decide why you're doing this business. What's my why? And they say that if you want to succeed in business, you need to find a why that makes you cry. In other words, a why that grinds you deep enough that it'll motivate you to get up off the couch after Turkey Day dinner on Thursday and make a couple phone calls. A grind that'll get you up on Saturday morning a little bit early and stay up a little bit late on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night. A little grind that'll make you feel like it's worth coming to the challenge party so you can get educated. The grind that'll make you dig into the website and watch all the training videos and learn how to do it. Because if you don't have that burn, in your belly, that desire to do something different, guess what'll happen? In 3 days, you'll be back into the same habit, the same rut, whatever it was you were doing before. If you used to watch a lot of TV and that's why you didn't get nothing done, in 3 days, if we don't figure out this why tonight, in 3 days you'll be back to flipping channels instead of making phone calls. Which one pays? Flipping channels or making phone calls? Making phone calls, all right? Because the only thing you have to learn about this business that you don't already know how to do is the invite. Does everybody in here know how to use a blender? Yes or no?
Yes.
Is there anybody in here who doesn't know how to use a DVD player?
No.
The rest of it's just how to get people to come and sit down, drink the shake, and watch the video, right? Because if you can put butts in seats, we call it bits. Bits and beamers. Butts in seats and people getting new cars. That's the whole program. Bits and beamers. If you can learn the bits part, the butts in the seats, you can get rich doing this. Because all Jonna and I did our first month was call. And then we'd get them together in groups and we would blend, and we would play. And that's the whole process. Call, blend, and play. 3 things you have to remember. If you can't remember those, write them down. Call, blend, and play. That's the whole formula. Now, what's your reason why? Some of you are here because you want to pay off a house, or pay off a credit card bill, or pay off a student loan. Some of you are here because you want a new BMW. Some of you are here because you want to get flat wealthy. You don't want to pay the bank, you want to be the bank. Okay? Some of you are here because it's your turn. You see where an opportunity where you can make a lot of money. What's a lot of money? Raise your hand if a lot of money to you is $100,000 a year. Okay? Raise your hand if you have to have $500,000 a year before it's a lot of money. Okay? Raise your hand if it's $1 million before it's a lot of money. Okay? You know what? All of those are achievable here. Jonna and I have been here since the end of February was the end of our first month. So it's March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, 10 months. And right now, with the pace we're on, we've earned $735,000 so far. And we will finish November at our average pace, somewhere between 65 and 70,000. I don't have the number yet. We still got 2 weeks to go. And we will hit 75 to 100 somewhere in there for December for Christmas, which will end us up at somewhere around about $900,000 for the year. Just shy of what our goal was, which was $1 million the first year. Darn, I failed. Screw it, I'm out of here. Right? But you know what? That's what happens when you don't have a why that makes you cry. I've seen people earning $200,000 and $300,000 their first year talk about quitting because something didn't go the way they wanted it to. I've seen people get in this business and make $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 their first month. And yeah, maybe that's not a lot compared to what they earn in their career, but it took them 20 years to get to there in their career. In 20 days, they made $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, and they were frustrated. I've seen people jump in this business, make $1,500 their first week, and quit because they didn't have a why that made them cry. They were just doing it, it feels good, let's just do it for a while, see how it goes. That is a dangerous way to start a life-changing business out because something small could knock you off focus. Is there anybody in the room who's never been knocked off focus and done something stupid in their life? Never? Never? Okay. You thought I said that? Because I know you did one yesterday. I was there. All right. So the idea is we've all fallen prey to that before in our life. Let's make sure that doesn't happen here. Good idea or bad?
Good idea.
All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to write down our why. Why are you doing this? What do you want to accomplish long term? Why are you doing this? Write it down where it says my why. To the right of go public. When you're done, look up, and then we'll go move forward. All right. Okay. On this form, it says my 90-day challenge goal, and then it says go public. That's exactly what it means. You have to go public with your commitment to your goal. If you don't go public with it, you'll change your goal when it gets tough. It's kind of like saying, I'm going to do this, but you don't tell anybody. If it gets a little tough between here and there, I can go, well, I meant I was going to do this, right? And we cheat a little, okay? It's not a lie, it's just we change our mind, okay? But when we decide that I'm going to do this, and I go public with it, and I put it everywhere, how do you go public in today's world? Facebook, crack book, Get on Facebook. So if you got a Facebook account, get your phone out. Go on your Facebook account and type in right now, I am, and type in your 90-day goal of what you're going to do. Just put it on your Facebook page. Say, I am fully committed to losing 30 pounds in the next 90 days. Or whatever, what did you write down here where it says goal? Right? If you have a Facebook account, pull your phone out. Do it right now. Do it while you're thinking about it now. Just go ahead and do it. Your phone's up. Go ahead. Good. Don't be afraid. It's not going to bite. It's your Facebook account. And just type in what you wrote down as your goal and let your friends know that you're fully committed to doing something different in your life. Don't sell them. Don't even tell them the name of the company. Just say, I am fully committed to, and whatever your 90-day goal was. I'm going to lose 30 pounds in the next 90 days and change my fitness level for the rest of my life. And then let them go, what the heck are you talking about? And then you go, Wednesday, my house, 7 o'clock, don't be late. Okay? This is part of the invite process. When you go public, it also means wear these silly little bracelets. Why? You know how many times a day people ask me, what's that green bracelet for? Oh, it's going to change my life. Really? And they think I'm going to tell them about some new technology of the embedded, ion molecules inside the rubber bracelet that go through your wrist, make your brain smarter, make your face look prettier, make your waist smaller, your checkbook bigger. That stuff doesn't work. You know what works? We're doing a 90-day health and wellness challenge. Really, how's it going? Awesome. I've dropped 34 pounds, took 4 inches off my waist. What does every guy over 50 want to hear? I dropped 30 pounds and took 4 inches off my waist, right? Is there any guy in here over 50 that would be a bad idea for? It'd be a great idea, right? It's a great idea. So you go, what's that bracelet? I go, well, it reminds me of what I'm doing. I'm on a 90-day health and wellness challenge. Really, how's it going for you? I dropped 34 pounds and took 4.5 inches off my waist. How? And then they lean forward. They physically go, how? Well, it takes more than a casual conversation. Give me your number. I'll call you later tonight. I'll email you some stuff. It's the #1 health and wellness platform in the world today. Really? What's it called? I'll send you the email. And you get their name and number and their email address. And you can do it as you're at the mall. I've done it at the gas station. I've talked to people on airplanes. On the plane coming down here, some kid was sitting next to me. I don't know, a kid, probably 30 years old. He was over there playing with his smartphone, and he looked over at me and he goes, what are you doing? Because I had charts and graphs and names and lists all over 3 seats. I was like spread out. I was working. He goes, what are you doing? And I said, I'm changing my life. He goes, really? He goes, what do you do? I said, I run a marketing team that's leading the #1 health and wellness challenge in the middle of the United States. Oh, I need to be healthier. Really? Give me your name and number. I'll send you a video. I need your email address. That's all you do. I do that all the time. I've done it in truck stops, in restaurants, at the mall. Heck, I'll be honest, I've been standing in the men's room doing what you do in the men's room, and the guy next to me goes, what are you guys doing here? There's like 200 of you here. What are you guys doing? Well, we do the #1 health and wellness challenge in the world. It's called the 90-day challenge. You ever heard of it? No. Give me your card. I'll send you the stuff on email. Would you like to get healthy? Heck yeah. So that's the whole invite process. Is go public and then learn how to talk about it without answering questions. People that start to sell this fail. People that do what I'm talking about make lots of money. How do you get all these details? Go to GST for getting started training.vi.com. GST.vi.com. There's a 12-minute video, and it's on the same video disc that we watched tonight. It's called Getting Started Training, or you can get it off at GST.vi.com.